Good evening, folks. I really feel an honor to be out here in Hayward. I stood on a stage like this at my Catholic high school 53 years ago, not knowing what I was going to do with my life. I thought I had my life all together. Less than a year later, the Department of Defense decided I should go to Vietnam. So I became a helicopter medic, rescuing and returning soldiers back to life in Southeast Asia for probably too long. After that, I went on my passion, and I'm here tonight to talk to you about passion. My passion was to be a firefighter. I wound up in Los Angeles being a firefighter paramedic for many years. Lived a great life, had no complications, had a great family, a great house, a bunch of cars and stuff. And then I came to San Francisco. Ran into a neighborhood called the Tenderloin. And to make a long story short, it took me 18 years to get that crack pipe out of my mouth. Struggled doing stupid things, living homeless, living in tents when I wasn't in jail, living in tents, living by the creek, laying in my own waste, selling drugs, buying drugs, running women, all the things that when I stood on that stage 53 years ago, I thought I would never do. I did everything as a young Catholic man. I would never do any of those things. Wound up doing them all. You know, that's part of life where, you know, anybody can call you anything, but you don't have to answer to all of those things. And I answered to all of them. And when I became addicted at 40 years old, I made up for those 40 years where I never even touched a cigarette. Made it up real quick, real quick. So I'm here today to talk to you about passion. And I'm also here today to give you a little game, as we call it on the streets of Chicago. I want to give you all some game tonight. You know, when you get up to those pearly gates and you see St. Peter standing there looking you in the eye, and he don't have that real good look, he's looking at your record. And he might be saying, you know, you're about this close to coming in here. You got to tell me something so I can let you in the gate. What would you ought to be able to tell him right now? Something, that little extra. That little extra thing that'll get you through that gate. That's what I want to talk to you about tonight. I want to give you some passion, some reason to have that extra thing to get to old St. Pete. Who knows, we may need it. You know, we have a lot of our brothers and sisters out on the street. A lot in the Tenderloin. We got about 6,000 people sleeping on our streets in the Tenderloin on any and every given night. Rain, snow, sunshine, whatever, they're out there. And they shouldn't be. And you know whose fault it is that they're out there? Not them, it's us. We want to say the government. No, we are the government. There is no government. We are the government. It's our fault that we have failed these people. You know, we're out here in Silicon Valley where we can send a Tesla to the moon and bring it back down or land upside down on the ship out in the middle of the ocean, but we can't put sheetrock over someone's head. Easiest thing in the world is sheetrock. Come on, man. We don't need Silicon Valley. We don't need Twitter. We don't need Salesforce to put sheetrock over someone's head, but we can't get together to be able to do that. You know, I'm 70 years old, and I chair the Homeless Commission at City Hall in San Francisco. And me and my board, we should be solving this problem, but we don't know what we're doing. It's those kids over there. They're the ones that's going to have to take up this new role. They're the ones we're going to have to turn this over to, because we haven't figured it out. We have miserably failed. You know, some mornings, I work with the homeless 7 days a week, 18 hours a day. And some days I'm not feeling it. I'll be honest. Some days I'm not feeling it. Just like you may love your job, but I'm sure there's some day you just ain't feeling going in. So not about 2 weeks, a week and a half ago, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to hear that homeless word. I'm not feeling it today. So I had to go to Lucky's. And as I'm pulling in the parking lot, there's a homeless dude on this door, and there's a homeless dude on this door. And I said, oh, man, here it comes. I already know the drill. So I get out the car, and I'm trying to ignore him, which I hardly ever do, but that day I wasn't feeling it. And I go in, the guy says, hey, man. I said, oh, well, what? Back up, bro. And he says, no, man, I'm not going to ask you for no money. Can you get me a package of top ramen bowl soup or something? I said, oh, yeah, no, that's all you want, no problem. So I go in the store. By the time I get in the store, I forgot exactly what he wanted. So I go to the ramen aisle, and I never go to the ramen aisle because I don't like ramen. And you know, at Lucky's, there's a whole aisle of ramen. Who eats that much ramen? That's crazy. So not to get into the wrong thing, I just started grabbing ramens. One here, one here, one here. So I wound up with a shopping cart full of ramen. So they bagged it up, and it only came to like $8 because ramen is crazy cheap. And we still wasn't feeling this homeless thing this morning. That was a bad morning. And I go outside, and I said, look, bro, I didn't know what you want, so here. I gave him the 2 shopping bags. That cat grabbed me and hugged me for a long time. And he says, thank you so much, with tears running down his eyes. And I said, no, bro, thank you, because you brought me back. I had left who I was that morning. I decided it was on me, I can check out. And if you have a passion, you really can't ever check out. But I checked out that morning. He brought me back. So what I'm trying to get to you right here, when you do something for somebody, you're really doing it for yourself. Because I got my joy that day. I got my blessing that day. You know, so it's all about how you use yourself in life. Everybody in this room, especially everyone out on that football field and sitting right there, you all kids, y'all got to give. Every one of you got to give. Every one of you got something that no one else in this room can do. You know that? You got to give. Use it. Use it. Identify what it is, and you know what it is. Use your gift, man. Can't nobody else do that. That's going to take you through hard times, good times, all times. So what I do in the Tenderloin, I run a school. It's called Code Tenderloin. And what we do, we take people as they are, right off the streets, out of our shelters, out of our missions, out of our tents, behind the creek, behind the dumps, all the places I used to sleep. And we get them ready for jobs in the tech industry. I founded this. There's a couple of my founders here tonight, Diana and April. They've been with me for years now. We all put our heads together and figure out how we can bring equal economic situations to people on the streets. The only difference between a homeless man and one of you people in here, you get a paycheck and he don't. If I can get him a paycheck, I can take him and move him next door to you tomorrow. I can't move him next door to you with a welfare check, with a Social Security check, but with a paycheck. That's what it's about. Do you know that none of these people want to be out there? And you know, I know you are going to tell me that urban myth. Oh, I talked to a homeless guy. He said he wants. No, he don't. I'll give you my number after you have him call me. Because I've been in this situation, being homeless and working with the homeless 33 years. I have never met that guy. I have never met that woman. But you know what we do as a society? The man's in his tent because he can't live next door to you yet. He don't have a paycheck. He's in his tent. It's quiet. It's personal. And number one, it's his. And we said, get out of that tent. Let me put you in a shelter. Any one of y'all ever been in a homeless shelter? It's a room about the size of this gym with 300 to 400 people sleep in this gym with all the bodily sounds, all the bodily smells, because no one takes a shower because there's one shower for 300 people. So do the math. And it's a mess at night. When they turn the lights out, that's when it comes live. So you're trying to sleep with one eye open because 300 people are passing by your bed, the head of your bed all night long, doing all kinds of things. You don't even want to go in that bathroom. Does that beat him living in his tent? No. That's why we're in the tent. And again, it goes back to us. We haven't provided the proper situation for him. So again, what we do at Code Tenderloin, we bring these folks in. We work on getting them a place. We get their hygiene together. We get their clothes together. We get their mind together. But the main thing what we do at Code Tenderloin, we give you your dignity that you already got. And society has talked you out of that. You do not have dignity anymore. We give you that dignity back. We call you sir, ma'am. We show you how to pass that interview. It's easy that somebody, we got a doctor in our class that was living in a tent, a doctor. He's in our class right now. We're bringing him back. We're giving his dignity back that he thought he never would get back. He did something, and you guys can listen. He put a posting on his Facebook. This is a man making millions of dollars in Beverly Hills with $1 million practice. Put some postings on his Facebook. Out of here. So think about that next posting on Facebook. Think about that. And I'll give you his number. He can tell you Facebook will do you if you don't use it. All it took at one time. He didn't lose his license, but he lost his practice. And we found him living in a tent. We're getting him back together. We just renewed his license for him. He made 3 job applications this week to the state, the city, and one of the homeless situations. He'll be back working in a couple weeks. Give me his dignity back. Give me his dignity back. We got a young man who was living in one of our shelters, and we brought him on board, and within a month, we have him working at LinkedIn. He's making $126,000 living in the shelter. You know, these people out in the streets, you think, when you walk through there, I know the first thing pops in your mind, and you can deny it, I don't care. It happens to me every once in a while. You walk in, why are you laying here in the middle of the street blocking me? That's what the little person in the back of your mind is saying. And you know what is back of his mind is saying? Why are you walking through my bedroom? Because that's what you're doing. And it's not his fault, that's his bedroom. We've given that bedroom to him. So at least when you do that, now, when you walk past, say something. And if you walk through my bedroom tonight, you better say something. Say something to him. Say, wonderful day, isn't it? I hope you're doing better. God loves you. Hey, buddy, you ain't got to stop. Because some of our people have mental issues, and that might get into another phase you don't want to go to, but at least speak. Again, if you were jogging through the country and you pass someone sitting on their front porch, hey, neighbor, I know that's what you do. You wave to your neighbor down the block. You don't even know him, and you wave to him. You don't even pass him by. You'll wave all the way down the block. Wave to Tyrone. Say something to him. You never know. One night you may need Ty. One of them late nights when it's a little crazy out there, you may need bro or Sheila. You may need, these are people, these are cousins, these are brothers, these are aunties. Everybody in this room, you can start denying that already, I don't care. Everybody in this room has someone homeless in their family. I think you got 2. Everybody in this room's got someone homeless. I challenge you tonight, go get them. Go get them. If you don't know, call your mom. Call your grandma and says, do we have any homeless people in our family? Oh, yeah, crazy Aunt Betty out in Sacramento, or Uncle Tyrone, or Betty, Cousin Betty. Go get them, girl. Tell your mom, come on, Mom, let's get in the car and let's go get Cuz. Bring them home. Hide your iPad, change your password, but bring them home. If everyone in the United States went and got their Cousin Betty, we would have no more homelessness. Other countries do it. I've been to other countries. There's no such thing as homelessness because Johnsons won't let another Johnson on the street. Willis won't let another Willis on the street. You just don't do it. You may put them up in the attic and lock the door, but he ain't going to be out in the streets. She's not going to be out in the streets. We miserably fail at that. And we call ourselves Christians with a smile. In church every Sunday, 10 o'clock, we there. And we thinking, reading that Bible, reading that catechism, knowing that Cousin Billy is down on Fremont Street. We won't go get him. That's on us. So I'm asking you, that's my passion, is reclaiming people's lives. I would like to share that passion with you. Again, that could be your 2-minute thing to St. Pete. Oh, by the way, St. Pete, I went and got crazy Uncle Betty. Or Auntie Betty. I went and got crazy Auntie. Well, you can do that too, if you know what I mean, all right? This is the Bay Area. We get down like that. I challenge you. You'll have something to tell St. Peter at the worst. And I heard that beautiful ensemble, the 2 folks singing and on the music, what a wonderful voice. And I watched these kids all day yesterday. And I said, man, I don't know, this is going to be a hard act to follow these guys. These are some wonderful kids. This is our future, folks. This is our future. I spent all day in the Tenderloin, and we have a bunch of young folks out there that don't have a clue that are completely lost. And it makes me start thinking that especially our people of color, we're lost. And then I come in here yesterday, they tore me up, man. They emotionally tore me up. I didn't even change some things in this speech here because, man, they're good folks. So thank you for coming tonight. I'm challenging you whenever I'm photographing everyone's face here. I'll see you on the streets. And I'm saying, how you living? How you living? What you got to tell St. Pete? If you went right now, what you got to tell him? How you living, folks? Thank you.